Let me ask you something real. Why is it that some coaches, consultants, and service providers work with 50 clients and are exhausted and broke? Why others serve 5 clients and are striving in wealth, peace, and impact? Here is the truth no one wants to say out loud. More clients does not mean more wealth. In fact, it might be what's keeping you broke. So if you're here to build a business that creates income, impact, and freedom, you are in the right place. Today, we are diving deep into the wealth paradox and why more clients can actually steal your wealth if you are not positioned properly. So stick with me. By the end, you will walk away with a clear roadmap to shift out of burnout into brilliance in business, in relationship, and in how you build your legacy. So let's talk about the trap volume. Let me take you back to when I had my first successful failure. Yes, that is what I call it, a successful failure. I had a calendar full of clients. My inbox was packed. People were DMing me every day, and I thought I made it. But behind the scene, I was missing sleep, missing family time, missing joy, and worst of all, I was missing wealth. Because wealth is not just about money. It is about time, health, peace, relationship, and freedom. So more clients gave me validation, but it robbed me of transformation. Actually, more clients gave me validation, but it robbed me of transformation. I was not doing the best of myself. The transformation was not given at the highest level. And do you know what that means? When you are just bombarded with a lot of clients and you think maybe you have arrived, you are overworking yourself because there's no system that is laid down. And you sabotage your health, your life, your relationship, your togetherness, your joy in search of wealth. But even at the end of the day, I don't even see that wealth. So it's just like it shifts. It's like that's my aha moment. Here's the paradox. You are told to get more clients so you can make more money, right? The more clients you have, the more money you make. But what if I told you that you don't need more clients to make more money? You need premium clients with premium offer. That's all you need. How cool is that? Because what you are really doing is multiplying the number of people who need access to your time and energy. And that is why you get a lot of clients, but little money. But with little clients, with premium offer, you get more money, but less time, more time and energy. Because people who pay, they pay more attention. And that is why it's good to charge really good so that you can attract the right people. And you make the transformation worth the value. The people who doesn't pay, they give you a lot of headache. They demand your time. They ask for more. They pay for less. And that is not wealth. That is just business in a better outfit. Have you heard that before? A business in a better outfit. Maybe I'll show you my type that before. Yeah. So let me show you a better way. Are you ready? I guess you are. So let's do it. Wealth is not built from volume. It is built from value, leverage, and positioning. So think about these 3 key areas. So in business, instead of asking, how many clients can I get? You can literally change it and ask the better question. How deep is the transformation you provide? And what is that worth? The price for impact, not ours. So 2, in relationship, are you busy trying to please everyone? Or are you building a cycle that nourish you, not drain you? More friends doesn't mean more support. There's a handful of friends that drains your energy. So you need to choose wisely. And why should you need to choose wisely? Because you want to protect your imagination. Above all, you have to protect your relationship. Above all, you have to protect your energy. Above all, you have to choose your friend wisely. Then what about in life? Are you fulfilling your calendar or fulfilling your calling? Business can trick you into thinking you are progressing. But if it is not aligned, it's just a distraction. So how are you doing on your products? How do you escape the trap? What are you doing in escaping the trap of your products? So here's how to break free from the more claims is equal to more money trap. Clarify your iconic identity. So you don't get paid for what you do. Rather, you get paid for who you are. Like, if you have heard this, me saying, we all get paid for the transformation, for the value we bring down to the marketplace. We don't get paid for what we do, but the transformation. That's why we have 4 ladder value. And the first one is implementation. And the second one is unification. The third one is communication. And the fourth one is imagination. These 4 values of value, they get paid based on what they bring in the marketplace. So the implementation are those who work so hard in order to make an ends meet. And everything they do is they work through their strengths. And you can find this type of people, or the income wise that they make is below 60, 70,000 below. And they can be like a waitress, a bartender, janitorial in an office, housekeeping. All this set of people, they make below 70,000 a year because they use their strengths, they are paid with their time. It's only the time that they work for, that is what they get. No extra, and they work as hard labor job. Market pay them based on the value they bring in the marketplace. Then what about unification? Are those people that you can find in a corporate job, like they make 6-figure income. Now they are higher, more higher than implementation. Because unification, they unify, they manage people. And you can see these people, they can make $200,000, $250,000, or even up to $300,000 because they manage people. They use their brain, they use their skills. They might be an accountant, they might be a general manager, they might be an IT specialist, they might be in human resources in an organization making over 6-figure income because they manage other people. Their unification. Then we talk about another, because they get paid based on the value that they bring in the marketplace, because based on all the words. Then we talk about the communication. Communications is where the wealth is being built, because this set of people, they use their vocal, they use their mind, they use their intellects. They're higher than the unification level of value. They are the entrepreneur, and you can find those people like author, songwriters, musician, actress, right? YouTubers, and name them, because these people do something one time, but the marketplace consume and make use of it over time, and they get reward over time. You cannot take these people to compare imagination, because imagination only pay based on the value it brings on the table in the marketplace by its time. They only pay one time its time. And you cannot compare unification to communication, because unification is higher than the implementation, because unification unifies people, it manages other people, okay? And it gets paid based on what it brings on the table, but it's also one time, but it leverages on other people's strengths, other people's knowledge, other people's time to make up its time to get paid for the knowledge that you're able to manage them. Why the communication? Do the thing one time and get paid and get paid and get paid and get paid, and create something that other than himself can make use of. So communication, level value, they get paid based on what they bring in the marketplace. Now we have and the communication level of value, they make between $500,000 a year up to millions or tens of millions in a year. Now that's how they get paid, based on the value they bring in the marketplace. Now we consider the imagination. These are the inventors, people who invent things that benefit humanity. Like the clothes that I'm wearing, someone that started maybe long time, years ago, invents it. The camera that I'm using to shoot movie, to shoot video, someone invents it. The lights, someone invents it. These people make their money start from B, and they create things for mass people, like for a lot of people to make use of, for humanity, and they get a reward of humanity. So it's just like you plant one corn in the soil, and the soil goes down, it have to die, it raises up, it grows up, it multiplies to plenty corns. So that is like the life of those people who the imagination level value, because they get paid based on how they bring value in the marketplace. So clarity on your offer, it helps you to get paid for what you do and get paid for who you are, because we all get paid based on what we bring in the marketplace, and the marketplace evaluates it and they pay us for that. And when you align your offer with your identity, you magnetize clients who pay for transformation, not even your time. So when everything is aligned with you, who you are, with your identity, the marketplace automatically pays you. And that's what all borders to the 4 level value is through your identity. What do you think you can bring on the table? But when you tap into the genius of your identity, the marketplace pay you more for the value and the transformation you bring on the table. And the fastest way to scale your wealth is to operate from your most authentic authority, from your identity. And that is the easiest, fastest speedway in creating wealth. So, second way to create wealth is to create a premium offer that solves premium problem. Like stop selling time, sell results, sell clarity, sell access. Your duty as an entrepreneur is to look for bigger problem. The more bigger problem you can solve, you can discover, the more you solve that bigger problem, the more money you make. That is why the level of value is a masterpiece of what we can ever make in the marketplace. Because when you go and look for a problem, and that's why, like, I really like to make business with rich people, because rich people already have the money. They have the money. They are just looking for someone to solve the problem. And when you can be able to discover the problem and present a solution, they're ready to buy. Once they know this transformation can get them the results, rich people pay for speed. They don't even give you headache. You just look for something so big enough that you know rich people have the problem. Trust me, put any amount, they are ready to pay because they have the access. Now, if you are serving people who doesn't have a problem, you're going to be broke because they don't have the money, and they will tell you they will figure it out. So I like premium people because I'm a premium brand. I like to set a big offer. My offer is so big, the price tag on my offer, and that's how the transformation comes as well. So you have to charge. Look for bigger problem, then look for premium problem. Premium problem is a premium offer. You look for premium problem, you create a premium offer that solves a premium problem. Then you stop selling time. There's nothing bad if you can create an offer that worth $100,000, $200,000, even $1 million. One day someone is going to pay for it. But make sure that it addresses times 10 of that what you are asking for. So if your offer is 10,000, the result, the transformation, it must be able to address something of 100,000. If your offer is 20,000, it must be able to address a problem of 200,000, 10 times of the value. So if your offer address something of 1 million, yes, you just have to sell it $100,000. If your offer address a problem of 10 million, right? 10 million, then you do what? You sell it 1 million. So branding is number one key. Look for high premium advertiser. Stop selling for people who cannot afford your offer. Stop chasing crickets. Chase premium. Chase the right people that your solution can be able to address their thing. So stop selling time. Sell the result. Sell clarity. Sell access. Package your genius in a framework that delivers transformation without your constant presence. Like, let's take for an example. You create a coaching containers with built-in system, a self-paced courses with high-touch support, licensing your IP, or white label a framework. And these are all what you can do, right? To package your genius. That way, you stay away from the thing and let the delegation or automation take place, and you buy back your time while you create wealth. Leverage systems to multiply you. Like my wealth icon system teaches this deeply. We teach this in our wealth icon systems. Everything you do is system. How do you systemize your process? Because a process that you cannot systemize, you can't scale it. Until you systemize it, then you can scale. Like, what is your framework? What is the transformation? Any transformation that you cannot systemize, you cannot scale it. But the moment you systemize it, end of discussion, you can scale it. So your brand should run whether you are online or not. Automation, delegation, delivery, system. You have to automate your process. You have to delegate your process. Then your delivery system have to be a top-notch. Like, how do you allocate both human power and machine power? How do you handle your brand? Do you have to be there 24 hours for your brand to speak or for people to get over to you? How do you want to create wealth doing this? You cannot be able to do that. So you have to delegate. You have to systemize the delivery. And you have to rely on automation. Because that's the way you can escape the rat of the paradox and create wealth. And with this, it allows you to create margin. Margin for joy, for strategy, for rest, and even your family. Because why are you doing this if you cannot have a good vacation? Why are you doing this if you cannot have a good joy? Why are you doing this if you don't take a steady rest? You have to systemize everything so that you can scale. And not only, you can apply all this to your life. So let's do a quick audit right now. You can grab your journal or your notepad, right? Or then just grab your journal or your notepad. Let us do a quick audit because this is going to help us in everything that we have been talking about since. What do you guys feel? What do you think? So I want you to write this down, either in your notepad or in your journal. What is your current business model? Is it volume-based or value-based? Because your business model speaks louder than anything. And we have several business models, depending on which one you want. How many of your current clients are actually aligned with your mission and pricing? How many are them? Are they aligned with your identity, with your calling? Are they meeting up with the pricing that you structure for your offer? Then what would it take you, or what would it take for you to 10x your income serving half of the people? Like, if you have 20 clients, what is it going to take you to slash them into 2, which is 10, and then you 10x on those half people? How do you 10x it? How do you raise your price while you still even reduce the people that you serve? You reduce the number of clients, then you make more. Is that not genius? So you have to start designing that life. Like, it's just like a no-brainer, and it's for your own good. Because you just have to do it. Because the more of the wrong things doesn't create wealth. Because more of the wrong things does not create wealth. It just creates weight, chaos, burnout, fatigue, and so on and so forth. So here's my conclusion for you. Are you ready? Because I need to end it with this. A real wealth is when your income grows, your peace multiplies, and your time expands all at the same time. Because when you have buy back your time, when you have claimed your peace, when you have claimed your fulfillment, when you have expanded your wealth, at the same time, you multiply everything that you are lacking. Then that is when the real wealth comes and your income grows and everything around you become superpower. And that cannot even happen by chasing more clients. No, it can only happen by becoming more intentional with how you serve, who you serve, and what you know for. Align your identity to mirror the type of offer and pricing that you set around your transformation. And if you are tired of being booked and still broke, if you want to build an iconic business that aligns with your souls and create real transformation, then you have to join me inside the Iconic Offer Masterclass. I will help you map your identity, clarify your value, and build an offer that elevates your income and freedom. I want you to drop a comment below, like, with this question I'm going to ask you: what is one belief about more clients is equal to more wealth that you are now ready to let go of? Let's talk, let's grow, and let's build the kind of wealth that money alone cannot buy. Like this content, subscribe and hit the bells for more videos on purpose, premium branding, and profit alignments. Drop a comment and share this with someone who needs to hear it today. Until then, by then, I remain humble. Peace.